Good evening, everybody. This is Andrew McLaughlin with the National Heavy Equipment Operator School, and I want to welcome everybody to our live Tuesday night tour of national training and a little bit of a talk about heavy equipment operators and the big need for operators today. Um, we still have a lot of people still signing in, and while people are signing in, let me just kind of go over with you a little bit of the controls here. For those of you that are calling in, you'll notice an orange microphone or a phone with an orange with a line through it. We are in the listen only mode for the first part of the webinar this evening. Second thing I want to point out to you is the little hand icon. If you need to get my attention or you want to ask a question, by all means, you can raise your hand. If everybody would just click on the hand button for me real quick, just lets us know that you can hear us okay. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Matthew. Frank. Okay, very good. And I can put all the hands down in one quick sweep just like that. So if I'm talking too fast, you want me to talk about a particular thing a little bit more, by all means, go ahead and just raise your hand and we can open up your microphone. The third thing is the chat box or the questions box. We kind of use this as a chat box back and forth. For those of you that do not have a microphone, you can also type your questions in there. And towards the end of the webinar, we'll go ahead and we'll take care of any of those questions as well. And the last thing up there is the cameras. I'm not going to turn the cameras on tonight. It takes up a lot of the bandwidth, and some of the people in has rough internet connections. It gets very choppy, so we're going to leave the cameras off for tonight. So, welcome to the world of heavy equipment operators and national training. We've been around since 1978, um, training operators. Okay. And what we train in is bulldozers, large excavators, large articulator loaders, tractor loader backhoes, laser survey equipment, and laser grading. Okay, so our operators come right from school and they go right into jobs, and entry level jobs in heavy equipment are somewhere between $18 and $25 an hour. Okay, so you're looking at $50,000, $60,000 the first year. Okay, so who are we? Here at National Training, we started back in 1978 as a post-secondary vocational training institution. We're committed to provide all of our students with the best curriculum. Like, we are the only school right now that's actually teaching GPS in bulldozers. Programs that emphasize usable skills blended with relevant general educational foundations. So on this 350-acre campus, we have actual construction sites right there on the campus. And then as the jobs get um, bigger and bigger, the closer and closer together the operators are working. We have a very caring environment with a lot of personal attention. These classes in heavy equipment usually 6 and 12 people. So typically about 8 students to a class. And there's a lot of one-on-one with the instructors. So the pieces of equipment that we train in are the backhoe, the articulator loader. I think this is probably one of my favorites. The bulldozer, large excavators, laser survey equipment, and laser grading. Okay, as well as the GPS. So we offer a broad range of equipment. So you're not just learning one or two or three different things. You're learning all of these different things. And one of the great parts about this program is it is all NCCER registered. So the curriculum for NCCER, that's the National Center for Construction Education and Research. NCCER works with all of the different construction industries. We subscribe to their construction operator curriculum. So all of our testing is done online with NCCER. All right. And you're also going to come out of there with an NCCER registration number. And once you type in if you go to their website and you type in your NCCER number, the employer is going to be able to see exactly what it is that you're proficient in. Okay. A reason they're going to hire you over some guy off the street is they can actually go and check and say, yeah, this guy knows exactly what he's doing. He might need more seat time and things like that, but he knows all of the safety. He knows all the preventative maintenance, the pre-trip and the post-trips inspections, and how to actually use the machines. So placement is a big part of what we do, and our partnership with NCCER is also very, very important. Okay, so a lot of people just think that heavy equipment is only used, to build roads or to clear fields. Heavy equipment is actually used all over residential and commercial landscaping, drainage and sewage systems, land clearing, storm and disaster relief. We see a lot of that, especially this time of year. Digging pools and ponds, mining. Every state in the country has a mining operations, right? Inner city reconstruction, landfills, trenches and pipelines. For our friends up north, the snow removal, right? Because they don't dig all year round up there. Industrial plants or generator stations, forestry, firefighting, site preparation, and then of course the highway and road construction. So there is a lot of different types of uses for this heavy equipment. And I'm not going to bore you guys with a lot of the objectives and things like that. I just want you to kind of get a good idea of what you're going to be able to do with all of these different machines. We got the excavator, right? You're going to be able to know all of the parts. You're going to know exactly how it works and what situations you might use the excavator in. The backhoe loader, probably one of the easiest pieces of equipment to use right here. Okay, you'll learn all of the parts. You'll learn post-trip, pre-trip. You'll be able to crawl with that machine as well. The bulldozer. Now we don't use this back attachment, but the rest we have 2021 Cat bulldozers here. Okay, so we'll be able to know everything there is to know about that bulldozer. Plus, it also has the GPS built right in. Articulator loaders. Articulator loaders are these are probably the most fun to drive, but they can come apart. Okay, there's a front and a back to this. It articulates. This is one of the pictures we just took out of a class. The instructor's doing a hands-on demonstration. The qualifying processes here at National Training, they're a lot more forgiving than in the truck driving. Truck driving, you have felonies or DUIs, you're pretty much out. In heavy equipment, if you have a background, the construction company is going to work with you because they need people. There's not enough operators today. All the baby boomers are retiring, and they need people to take these spaces. Okay, so they're a little bit more liberal. Not all of the qualifications are determined by your background history. Okay, everything is case by case. You must have a strong desire to succeed. You must comply with the admission requirements in a timely manner. You must be willing to adhere to all of the different school policies. Everything we do here at National Training is safety, safety, safety. Now, if you do have a background, don't disqualify yourself. Talk to your representative. He or she will go and try to get you some pre-hires even before you enroll in the program, okay? To make sure that you have a job when you leave. Now, to qualify for this program, you need at least a ninth grade education because you're going to have comprehensive basic math diagrams and instruction manuals. You're going to have to be able to physically be able to operate levers, pedals, and controls. So if you like video games, this is a cool way to go. You have to demonstrate the willingness to comply with the school policies, practices, and procedures. You have to be able to provide a work history background and other essential information required by both the school and the industry. So they want to know where you've been working for the last 5 years. At enrollment, students could verify that they meet the industry standards of hire. Okay, to be accepted in this school, you have to have the ability to benefit. We just don't take anybody into the school. We have to make sure that you can actually get a job before we would accept you into this program. You'll do whatever it takes to start this new career. You've completed the extensive interview with one of our national training representatives. Other terms and qualifications, we did that. Okay, the benefits of being a heavy equipment operator. This is a profession that carries a lot of pride. You can see when you start and you end a project, you feel good about it. It's above average earnings. You don't have somebody on your back all of the time. You're doing a job that you truly enjoy. It's outdoor work. You're not stuck in an office or in a factory. So weather sometimes is an issue. Doing something different every day, every project is always a little bit different. It's exciting. It's challenging work. And the actual monetary compensation employee benefits vary by job longevity, the type, and the area of the operation. So, if you want to work, in your backyard, there might be something, an hour down the road or 45 minutes down the road where you can make a whole lot more money depending upon the job. Okay. What do you need to become a heavy equipment operator? Well, you need to be able to be off for 4 weeks. Okay. It's basic intensive training. You have to have a good work ethic because you're going to be working on very, very expensive and potentially dangerous equipment around other people. So you have to have a responsible attitude. You have to have an interest in working in the outdoors. You got to have reliable transportation, right, to get to work every day. The ability to work regular construction hours, 6 or 8 a.m. in the morning to 5 or 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Sometimes there's night work, okay, or swing shift on some projects, but that's always extra money when you're doing things like that. The ability to work for many different employers during your career, an understanding that you may be out of work during seasonal downtimes in the construction industry. I talked about, our friends who live in New York and upstate New York where they don't dig only maybe 9 months a year. Okay, when the ground is frozen, they're not digging. Okay, but they're moving snow and different things like that. A lot of our students come from all over the country. Okay, come from all over the country, and I get the question, well, where can we stay? Well, we partnered with a motel right nearby the training facility. Again, the training facility is 350 acres. We partnered with the Green Cove Springs Inn. They gave us a very good rate for our students for the 4 weeks. It's only $702. Now the rooms are double occupancy. They do have some single rooms that are available. There's no smoking inside the rooms. There's refrigerators, microwaves, air conditioning. Right now with COVID, all of the rooms are single. So you might be in a double room, but you're not going to have a roommate during this COVID. Check-in time is Sunday before the Monday start from 12 to 3 o'clock. They don't have staff around the clock there, so it's an extended stay motel. They're only going to clean your room once per week. There's no more deposit. We've done away with that. If you need extra towels or they have coffee machines, they even supply the coffee. Just let them know what you need. Okay, so double occupancy, there's not allowed to have alcohol or drugs on the hotel property. They give you 2 keys, one for your pocket and one to keep in your car. Probably the most important thing that we do at National Training, though, is jobs, career services. We've been doing our graduate to work program for a little bit over 38 years, and it really does work. Most of our students have jobs within 2 weeks of graduation. So our goal is your employment. We provide students with job hunting skills and techniques. We also provide you with resumes, and we do one-on-one interviews between the student and one of our national training advisors. So you'll go through some mock interviews before you go on to your interview, and we'll show you within 2 weeks how to be working as a heavy equipment operator making great money. The application process. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're filling out the application. It's important that the applications are accurate, complete, and neat. Prospective employers' first impression of you as an employee is your paperwork that you turn in. Well, if you only put a few things on there, it's not complete. They figure out that's the kind of employee you're going to be. So the reflection of the quality of your work comes down to you. Okay. Career services, importance of first impressions. We have companies that come to the training grounds and do presentations for our students, and sometimes there's, 4, 6, 8, 12 people in the class, and they'd like to take each and every one of you. The importance of showing up healthy, alert, and on time. You're going to shower or shave every day to go to work. You're a professional heavy equipment operator. Being prepared for the commonly asked questions. And then, of course, we're going to teach you also how to search the company that you're going to see before you go to your interview. Now, before we go to the questions, I want to quickly just show you a quick tour of the training site. And I always leave this towards the end just because a lot of people sign in a little bit later. So you come in the driveway, 209 South Green Cove Springs. That's our building. You go in the front door. Up at the front of all of the different instructors' offices. We do DOT physicals there. The heavy equipment operators don't need to do the physical or a drug test. But it is random, so they could pick you there. This is Kayla. She works in our placement department. She helps with jobs and applications. She's going to make sure that you have jobs there before you leave. Okay. We also do third-party testing here at the school. Again, a lot of the different companies come and talk with our students. There's bulletin boards in there, and there's calendars and things like that. A lot of our students are going to bring their lunch with them to school. We're out in the country, so there's not a lot of places that you can go and buy lunch. You can buy them in the machines there. We have refrigerators, we have microwaves right there, but it's best off just to bring your lunch with you to the school. Again, this is the NCCER curriculum, so you'll have an NCCER book. The computer lab, that's where you're going to do your NCCER testing, okay, each day. The first week is a lot of book work, a lot of classroom work. Weeks 2, 3, and 4 is all hands-on training. That's Joe Davis. He's your lead heavy equipment instructor. We have another one called another instructor called Noah Young, and then Mike Adams is also heavy equipment instructors. Out here, you can see the bulldozers, the excavators, articulator loaders. Okay, so these are the actual aerial views of our students working in those different places. All right, so they're going to be able to dig a trench within 1/10 of an inch by eye. Okay, and after 4 weeks, you're going to be able to do that. Coming up next, you're going to see the bulldozer, and I want to bring Joe in to talk a little bit about the equipment and about the training. Here's Joe.
There's a lot entailed with this GPS system. We go through it and we teach you how to turn it on and how to use it and stuff. But basically,
So we teach it in 2D, and in the last week you'll do the 3D, which is machine can do it for you.
now we can go to the 2D system in this computer screen here. And this gives you the elevations of your blade, whether your blade is up 1%, down 1%, tilted to the right or left 1 or 2%. And you can zero your blade out to 0% all the way across. And then you press a button right here on the joystick. So that's a little bit different than GPS. The GPS actually controls the blade different elevations. The 2D system will just hold one elevation for however long you need to go with it. The machine will let my operator here go ahead and get the system started up, and we can kind of watch it from the ground and see how it goes.
All right, Joe. Jack. Good, Joe. Thanks. So it's just a really nice place to learn to do that. Here's the motel close by, front patio. That's Heather. She's our hotel manager. Private room there in the back, and there's an aerial view of the back patio. They got barbecue grills there, things like that. So it's a pretty nice way to go. Hold on 1 second here. I gotta shut that off. There we go. And let's go ahead and open up the phone lines and see if you have any questions. If you have any questions about the heavy equipment operator school or the program or what we do with NCCER, go ahead and raise your hand. I'm more than happy to open up the lines. Very good. Linda, your hand was up first, so if you just go ahead and click on your microphone, we should be able to talk.
Okay, so hi, good evening.
Good evening. What's your question?
Okay, so my question is, I live here in Jacksonville, so the boarding would be an option for me. But
Sure.
as far as the classes and the amount of the classes, what time do the classes start? Because I think I missed that part. I just got in
Great.
from work, grandchildren
Okay,
running around.
great question. Okay, so our classes, we run one class a month. So every month, every 4 weeks, we run a new class, and it's Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And then there's one Saturday that you're going to work for 8 hours. So it's accredited at 208 hours. So figure Monday to Friday, 7 to 5:30.
Like a job, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not something you can keep a job and do this. This is kind of like boot camp.
Right. Right. And then also my second question is as far as tuition for that class, because I've looked into this class before, hence the reason why I'm here. And I was having a hard time with trying to get the money to pay for the class. I know that the
Great.
job that I have now, they do tuition, but I don't know how much the class is. Is there some type of assistance, things like
Okay.
that?
Well, let me tell you the price of this course just went up. However, I have not gotten the new paperwork for it. So the course on the website, it says 12,995. Our paperwork still says 11,995. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still
Okay.
11,995. And we do have different types of finance.
That $1,000.
Yeah, we do have the financing options as well. So there's a lot of different options. And the way that you would find out what do you qualify for, you'd fill out the qualification form. You should have gotten one in your email. If you haven't, you can go to earthmoverschool.com. Up at the top, it says, "Do I qualify?" and it'll give you the form. So what we're going to do is when we get that form back, we're going to then go and look and see money available for you. All right, maybe there's a workforce or vocational rehab or tuition assistance somewhere. Maybe you're a veteran that would pay for these types of programs. If you're not, we have other we have banks that we work with, we have credit unions we work with, and we also do some in-house financing. So I think we should be able to help you one way or the other, Linda.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. You guys have like scholarships and things like
Yeah,
that because
we'll
I
look at
am
all.
very
Yeah, we'll look at all of that for you, but you need to fill out the form first.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Next, we're going to go to Jeff. Jeff, if you go ahead and click your microphone, you can talk. Hey, Jeff.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Excellent, thank you. I do have a question similar to our previous one in regards to that qualifying form.
Sure.
Is that a process we would have to wait for updated information regarding that?
No. Basically, let me go ahead and let me just end this real quick, and I'm going to go right to the website and kind of show it to you.
And the reason why I was asking that is because I've done that a few days ago, middle of last week, I believe, and I haven't received anything yet.
Okay, it was probably me then because I'm a little behind. And you're probably assigned. Did they say who your representative was?
You.
Andrew. Yeah. Okay, it's me. I am behind in it.
Okay.
Okay. So do I qualify right up here? So you go ahead and click that.
I have received the email and I've filled everything out. Yeah.
Jeff, I will right after this. I will go ahead and pull your thing, and I'll give you a call back tonight. How's that?
That's actually excellent. You can take your time. My other question is, it's kind of still related to it. I am a truck driver. I've been driving for several years. I do have a Class A CDL, even though technically at the moment, because I don't have a DOT med card, it's downgraded.
Okay. Go ahead and get your med card. If you need us to do the DOT physical for you, the doctor is going to be back here on November the 8th, and you can get it done then. And the reason I'm telling you that is if you have that CDLA like you have, you'll probably make $3 to $5 an hour more than all of the other all of the other operators in your class.
Because I have that several years of experience with Class A.
Yeah, because what happens is you can load the equipment onto a low boy tractor trailer. You
Myself,
can tie it
right?
down.
Okay.
You can take it to the job site, unload it, operate it for 5, 6, 7 hours, and bring it back. So now they only got to hire one person instead of two. So even whether you're using the CDL or not, just having it, they'll give you an extra somewhere between $3 and $5 an hour.
Just being available for it, right? Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Because I know my other question is because I know I'm going to need assistance with financing.
Okay.
My last two questions being.
Okay. Well, let me kind of show everybody one of the things we have with the financing and tuition fees. And again, right now it's saying $12,995. They haven't given me new paperwork for it, so $11,995. And then down here, there's this thing called Mia Share. Okay, and this is a financing program that, like, let's say you wanted to do heavy now program, and you're gonna have an income share agreement. Okay, so $11,995. You're gonna put down $3,000 is the deposit. You can finance the rest, so you finance $89.95. You don't make any payments on it at all unless you're making more than $2,000 a month or $2,400 a month. Okay, and it's 9.85% of your pay is the way that you pay it back until the loan amount is paid. Okay, so here they're talking about 54 months. on that loan, it would be $10,638 would be the total amount that you'd have to pay back. So it's a pretty good program.
And a situation like this beneficial as well.
Yeah. So this here, and your monthly payment's $197 a month, $200 a month. You can't go wrong. If as long as you're making, $50,000 to $60,000
That minimum,
a year.
right.
Yeah, you'd only have to pay it if you're making that minimum threshold of $24,000 a year, which would be $2,000 a month. Okay. So we have that program. I also have an in-house finance program. And then, if your credit score is 680 or better, there's different banks and credit unions that we use to help with that.
Would another viable option be the prospective employer as well? Is that something they would assist with?
No. Like in truck driving, you could always get the companies to pay for your CDL license, right? In
Yeah.
heavy equipment, they don't have anything like that in construction. So yeah, they don't do any tuition reimbursement at all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Andrew, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Linda.
So what with the ratio, because I have a Class A as well, from
Perfect.
Indiana. I haven't
problem.
turned it over to Florida yet. So is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Again, you'd make
Okay.
$5 to $8 an hour more an hour than a regular operator.
Yeah, I have my medical card, so I'm up to date. I just got it done out here actually. And then what's the ratio of women that's in the class?
Well, there's 8 guys in class that started yesterday. There's no women. The class before that, there were 3 women. So it's all,
Oh,
and in that class there was only 7 people. 3 of them were women and 4 guys. Typically, usually 1 or 2 in a class is what I normally see.
okay.
And women actually
Now,
do very good because they take care of the machines. They're not looking to.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now, do you guys have like I know that you were doing this for 4 weeks and we're 7 to 5. Do you have like any resources where if somebody wanted to work part-time that you guys can point them in that
No,
direction, after they get in the class?
no,
No. So it's
no.
we basically on
Yeah,
for that.
basically, I mean, you are tired at the end of the day. I mean, to spend 8 hours or 10 hours in a piece of equipment, most people, a regular operator probably only spends about 4 hours a day, a 10-hour day. You guys
Yeah.
are going to be doing a whole lot more than that,
Okay.
because it is like a
And you
boot
said
camp.
it's for 4 weeks?
It's for 4 weeks, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to
Okay.
5:30 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
other
Thank you.
questions? Sure. Any other questions? Okay. Okay. We open up tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You can give us a call at 1-800-488-7364. 1-800-488-7364 or 904-272-4000. And Jeff, I'll be giving you a call back shortly. I did see your paperwork come through, so I just haven't had a chance to call everybody back yet. All right. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. To get out of the webinar tonight is very easy. If you go up to File, Leave Webinar, File, Exit, Leave Webinar.